indie quality polishes at the drugstore. I can dig it.
So keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night.
Hey everyone, it's Nicole and Stormy. Welcome to our channel. I'm just really excited about today's video. So I have a new collection from a brand called Salon Perfect. This is a US based brand that is currently exclusive to Walmart as well as on the Salon Perfect website. Their polishes are in 14 ml bottles. They are 7-free, cruelty-free, as well as being vegan friendly. Promotion for this collection has not yet started on the Salon Perfect social media pages, but it is starting to pop up in stores as well as on the Walmart website. As far as I can tell, the collection is called Ultra Reflective Flash Glitter Lacquer Collection.
Wrong.
It's a mouthful, but it does get straight to the point. So I have 7 reflective glitter polishes to share with you all. When I found out that Salon Perfect was going to have like a reflective glitter collection, I was very intrigued because this is a very affordable brand here in the US. The polishes range from about $3.50 to about $5 depending on the finish. I have yet to see any reflective glitter polishes at this price point. So before we get into today's video, I do want to mention, if you are new around here, hi, I am Nicole. It is wonderful to meet you and thank you very much for clicking on today's video. Do consider hitting subscribe if you enjoy nail polish related content. I upload new videos every week on Tuesdays and Saturdays featuring a mixture of indie, mainstream, as well as boutique nail polish brands. I also go live every Sunday. If you are in fact a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing? How's everyone's week going? So as I was saying, I have a new collection from Salon Perfect. I did purchase these polishes myself from the Walmart website. So I do want to say a couple of things before we get into the video in case you are new to this type of finish. Light reflective glitters are not necessarily a new type of glitter, but they have definitely been on the indie scene for a few years now. They are super sparkly, and they also dry down very textured. I tend to find to get the best possible end product for this type of finish, pairing the polish with 2 coats of top coat at the least. My personal preference is pairing with a glitter smoothing top coat and then a quick dry top coat. For all of my swatches, I did use the Salon Perfect glitter smoothing top coat. I was also very excited when I saw that they're gonna have like a glitter smoothing top coat, and then I also used the KB Shimmer quick dry top coat on top of that, and that combination got these perfectly smooth. As far as removal, because these are glitters, they're going to be very difficult to remove. For all of my swatches, I did use the Orly peel off base coat. However, because I know not everyone has a peel off base coat, I also wanted to test to see how these work just with like regular old acetone. I found they soaked off very easily for me using the soak off method. If you are unfamiliar with that, I have a video showing how I do the soak off method, and I'll have that linked in the description box. Also, just a heads up, I do not like showing light reflective glitter polishes under flash. I don't think it's realistic to expect anyone to sit around staring at their nails like through a phone screen or with like their phone flash on. So for my swatches, I did bring these out in natural sunlight, and for all of my natural light shots, I do not use flash. I know I'm not the only one who truly hates how unrealistic these polishes look with flash, so I don't want to spoil my review. So as always, down in the description box, I will have links to where you can purchase these polishes, links to the brand's social media pages, my social media pages, as well as a link to my blog post on nicolesnails.com where I host all of my swatch photos and provide a written review. And of course, timestamps are in the description box as well. Let's get into this video. First up, we have Newsflash. I don't have official descriptions for these, so I'm just going to call this one a red reflective glitter polish. This one had a really fantastic formula. As you can see, this one starts off very sheer. The polish does appear to be in a clear base, so all of the opacity that you get is from the glitters, so build this one up. I was so pleasantly surprised by both this polish and like all of the polishes in this release. The bases are on the more thinner side. I'd say they apply more like a jelly glitter polish, but they do not have that thick wet sand like application that so many of the indie light reflective glitter polishes have. Overall, I found this one really easy to work with. You can see that I'm just really going in ham for all of those extra brush strokes. I found these all dried down pretty quickly, but not so quickly that I had a hard time working with them. You need to know one thing about light reflective glitter polishes: they are ridiculously sparkly, especially out in natural lighting. Here's the polish out in natural sunlight. Like, my camera did not want to focus on these. Did use 2 coats of top coat just to smooth everything out, and of course removal will be on the more difficult side. Next up, we have Flash Dance, which I'm just going to describe as a turquoise light reflective glitter polish. This one also had a really great formula. It did feel just slightly thicker than some of the other polishes in the release, but not anywhere nearly as thick as I would expect for a light reflective glitter polish. I do think this one's going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference. Personally, I thought coverage looked better in 3 coats than I did in 2. However, I could see some people being good with just 2 coats. I went back and forth trying to decide if the base on this one was tinted or if it was another clear base. I am still undecided. I am leaning towards clear base and you get all the opacity from the glitter, but let me know what you all think. Such a beautiful color, and I just love this one. In typical glitter fashion, this one will be on the more difficult side for removal. I would personally recommend the soak off method or use a peel off base coat just to make sure like you're not having any issues, because this is a very glitter heavy polish. I did use 2 coats of top coat just to make sure everything was nice and smooth. Next up, we have Dream Gleam, which I will describe as a pale green reflective glitter polish. This one had a fantastic formula. Like the other ones, it is significantly thinner than I have come to expect from reflective glitter polishes, but I found the application absolutely perfect. I really do feel like that the consistency for all of these polishes are going to make them a lot easier for application for people who are especially new to glitter polishes. I do think there is a bit of a learning curve for other light reflective glitter polishes, and I don't think the learning curve for these is as steep as I've come to find for reflective glitter polishes. I would probably call this base color more of like a peridot green type of color. I was seeing silver and green reflex in person. While I do not personally love the color of this polish, like the sparkle factor makes it very difficult for me to not just like it because it's just so pretty and sparkly. This is going to be another 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference as well as application. And one more time, I preferred them in 3 coats, but I could definitely see people being very happy with coverage in just 2 coats. If you love yourself, you're going to want to soak these off or use a peel off base. Next up, we have Make It Flashy. This one is a medium blue base with blue reflective glitter. So as you can see straight off the bat, this one is a little bit more different than the other polishes because we have a very clearly tinted blue base. Polish had a really fantastic formula. Out of all of the polishes in the collection, I think this one I was being the most nitpicky about needing 2 or 3 coats. Coverage was very even, I found, in 2 coats. I think this one is likely going to be a 2 coater on most people. Longer nails are likely going to want to go in for 3 coats, but if your nails are my length or shorter, you're probably going to be good in 2 coats. And also, I do want to note, because this one has a blue base, if blue polishes tend to stain you, I would really recommend wearing base coat with it. It just seemed very saturated. I did not personally experience any staining with it, but I was expecting some staining because blues tend to stain my natural nails. So out of all the polishes, this was the one that I was most excited for just because I really love blue polishes, and it did not disappoint. It was freaking stunning. Stunning. So I swatched it in 3 coats plus 2 coats of top coat. Removal will be incredibly difficult if for some reason you decide to scrub this polish off. Just don't do that. Next up, we have Shine and Dandy, which I'll describe as a purple reflective glitter polish. This one also had a fantastic formula, like no wet sand application in sight. I do think this one felt a little bit thinner than some of the other polishes in the release, but not at all watery. I did not have any application issues with it. This is going to be another one that it might be a 2 coater depending on your own personal preference, but once again, I liked it better in 3 coats. This is a warmer tone of purple than I personally prefer for my purple polishes, but like I said about the green polish, like I cannot dislike something that is just this level of sparkle. It's just super sparkly and just absolutely gorgeous. Like all of the other polishes in the release, it does dry down texture. Removal is going to be on the more difficult side, but the soak off method will not do you dirty one bit. Like definitely soak this one off if you don't have a peel off base coat. This next polish is called Flashback, and this is either a very dark gray reflective polish or a black reflective glitter polish. I'm undecided enough. I think it's black or it's a very dark gray. So once again, we have a fantastic formula, a little bit on the thinner side, significantly thinner than I would have expected for a reflective glitter polish, but not at all watery, super easy to work with. I was pleasantly surprised for all of these at how quickly they seemed to dry down, but not so quickly that I struggled with application. So once again, I personally prefer coverage in 3 coats. I don't like being able to see my natural nail in between the pieces of glitter, so I swatched this one in 3 coats. That kind of thing doesn't bother you, or you just like work the polish a bit more than I did. 2 coats will do you well. One thing I will say that this polish is quite the trickster. I found indoors, just in normal lighting, it seemed like a very dark gray or black, which was super sparkly. I got it outside, and do you see the rainbows? Like, there is a rainbow of reflective glitter in here that I did not realize until I got outside and just saw all of the colors. If you own a lot of light reflective glitter polishes, I would say this is probably the most unique out of the collection. And if we are rating things on a unique versus very basic scale, while I wouldn't call this basic, it's not the most unique. It's called Flashing Lines, and it is just a silver light reflective glitter polish. So yeah, out of all of the polishes in this release, I would say this is the most underwhelming. And like, I say that with caution because even though I'm saying it was underwhelming, it was still just ridiculously sparkly. And if you were like me and you love glitter and sparkle and shine, like, you're not going to hate this on your nails. But like, in comparison to the other polishes, it's not as cool, but it's still cool. I hope all of that made sense. So I swatched this one in 3 coats. Once again, I preferred coverage in 3 coats, but coverage was pretty okay in 2 if you don't want to go in for 3. Just in case, I have not stressed this information enough. Do not try to scrub these polishes off. You will be in for a very, very, very bad time. Love yourself and soak these off or use a peel-off base coat. Seriously. Color me surprised, but I freaking love this collection. I am just as surprised as you all are that I am like loving light reflective glitter. These have been the bane of my existence as a nail polish photographer slash swatcher. I had so much fun with these. Initially when I purchased these, I had thought that all of the polishes were going to be like a colored base and then the light reflective glitter was going to be just plain silver. So when I realized that the light reflective glitter in these polishes were actually colored reflective glitter as well, like, I was shocked.
Oh my God!
And a little like, because in the past I just tend to find that the colored light reflective glitters tend to be a bit more finicky for photographing the colored reflex as opposed to the normal silver, but I found all these looked really fantastic with my eyeballs as well as like photograph. If you are like me and you do like textured finish polishes, I did try these out as a textured finish and I found that while they weren't sandpaper gritty, they weren't like classic textured finish, so I do think these benefit top coat. I wouldn't really recommend these as a no top coat textured polish. As far as pricing goes, I purchased these on the Walmart website. Each polish for me was $5.98. These are priced a little bit higher than Salon Perfect polishes normally are. Normally their polishes are priced at $3.98 for a 14 ml bottle, but you know what, for this type of finish, I still think $6 is a fantastic price point. And honestly, I really do feel like these polishes are like indie polishes, but way, way, way less expensive and a lot more accessible. As far as I can tell, this brand is only available in the US. It doesn't seem like the Walmart website or the Salon Perfect website ship outside of the US, so I'm really sorry for those of you outside the US. The Salon Perfect Glitter Smoothing Top Coat also was fantastic. My only complaint regarding the top coat is I did need to add some thinner to it right out the bat. Like, mine was just very, very thick for some reason. I just want to also add, I have spoken to a couple other people who have purchased this top coat, and so far I'm the only one that I've spoken to that actually added thinner to theirs, so mine might have opened during shipping or something. Once I added some nail polish thinner, like, it was fantastic. I've been using it with my swatching all week and it's just phenomenal. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. For the Salon Perfect top coat, I paid $4.98 for that one, and I will definitely be repurchasing that one. I found side by side it compared exactly the same way as my normal go-to KB Shimmers Smooth Moves. As far as top picks go, I'm gonna go with Flashback. In the bottle, I initially thought that this was supposed to be either like a black reflective glitter or a very dark gray. When I got it out in natural lighting and the reflex were really hitting it, I was seeing a rainbow of colors, which, like, I'm looking at the bottle now and I do not see the rainbow of colors. Like, when I first got outside and I saw the rainbow, I thought that I had like leftover glitters from like the other polishes that I swatched, and that's what I was seeing. But then like once I started really looking, I'm like, no, there's a rainbow of reflective glitter in here. So yeah, that was a big surprise, and I can't ever hate rainbows. So yeah, this is gonna be a top pick. Next top pick is not going to be a surprise at all. I'm gonna go with the blue called Make It Flashy. I just really like this shade of blue. I thought it was phenomenal, just really, really gorgeous. And my next top pick is going to be Flash Dance. I didn't think I was gonna like this color as much as I ended up liking it. It's a very, I don't know, it's a very pretty color. I don't have anything to say other than it's pretty. One thing I definitely want to say, if you truly, truly, truly hate how thick and like working kind of like with wet sand a lot of the indie reflective glitter polishes are, I would definitely recommend you trying these. These did not have that wet sand kind of application. They were not thick at all. Like, it was just amazing application. And like I really love the idea of having polishes similar to what we see from indie brands in drugstores. Like this is the goal. And I just really hope that we're gonna see more things like this. Based on what I saw at my local Walmart for Salon Perfect, it does seem like this brand has been releasing quite a few specialty finishes. So I would love to know what everyone else saw of these polishes. Before we get into today's video, I do want to give a very special shout out to my channel members. Besties, thank you all just so very much for your love and support. Just thank you all so much. Your names are all on the screen right now. If you would like to join my channel memberships, I have a link for that down in the description box, but if not, that's fine too. Just like this video, comment, share it, and we will be golden. So thank you all very much for watching today's video. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! So let me get a thumbnail because they told me that they want you in the thumbnails too, okay? So can we get a smile? Alright, I hope are you looking at the camera? You look so angry. Can you look a little happier? You're gonna turn me into one of those mommy vloggers forcing you to do this.